It's another doubleheader at historic Hicks Field. We're getting used to them. Let's play two once again as we bring you some more Edenton Steamers baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Myself, Ray Dunn, Adam Fine sitting beside me in the booth. And it is the Greenbrier Knights who have taken the road once again down to Edenton to take on the Clams. Clams sitting at 13-9 overall, 7-6 in the Premier Collegiate League Eastern Division. The Knights 8-16, 6-14 in the Premier Collegiate League Eastern Division. Steamers just 3 back of the River Bandits now in this division race. The Knights 7.5 back, and as we continue to move further through this season, they continue to push further back in this standings. 1, 2, 3 right now in the division. Riverband Steamers, Knights. Adam, as we get close this week, a lot of divisional matchups. What are you feeling? How do you see this division in the first year of its existence?
Well, I'm excited. It's been going well so far. And it's going to come down to pitching, Ray. The back end of the season, that's always what it comes down to. Can the bullpen hold up? Can arms stay healthy? That's what it comes down to in the dog days of the season. Absolutely.
We're reaching those dog days of July. And as we're moving into this game, we want to recap quickly for you what we saw on Saturday night, a 10-6 victory over the Tarboro River Bandits. Josh Pernetti, Joe Haney driving 6 of the 10 runs, 3-run double for Joe Haney, 3-run home run for Josh Pernetti. And you really got to tip your cap, as you mentioned, we'll go to the pitching here, to that bullpen that came in late in that game.
Yeah, there was a lot of heat. From Cole Bates, Cannon Piquel, and Michael Allen did a great job coming out of the pen. The Greenbrier Knights were hot at the plate that night, and they shut them down pretty easily and let the bats do the talking.
Now moving into tonight's matchup with the Knights on the mound, for the first game, it's Blake Gibson. Now Gibson getting his first shot to start a game for the Steamers. What are you expecting from him on the mound?
Well, I'm expecting him to be aggressive. He's a first-time starter, as you said, but he's one of the guys out of the bullpen that can pull it off. He's a pitch-to-contact type of guy, unlike some other arms out of the bullpen. And so because of that, he can be the guy to pull it off.
Absolutely right on that one. Cole Taylor getting the start for the Knights, an 11 1/3 this season. He's got a 6.35 ERA, a 1.85 WHIP. He has struck out just 6 in those 11 1/3. So we'll see Taylor on the other side. As for Gibson, you mentioned he's been able to get it done out of the pen, a 1.88 ERA in the 7 appearances, 14 1/3 innings pitched. So he has been stretched out of the pen. Not something to worry about his longevity, his ability to go longer into games. And as you mentioned, pitch to contact, only a 5.40 strikeout through 9 for him. So taking a look at him. We'll get Daniel Brandon later on, but we'll get to that later on in tonight's game. Let's get to the lineups that you're going to see this evening for these two sides. For the Greenbrier Knights, Juan Lugo, shortstop, leading off. Trent Hanchy, the center fielder, batting second. And we say it every time, but Trent Hanchy ran first or second for this team every time we see him. Jose Cazorla, designated hitter, batting third, and we know what he could do with power bat. Warren Bailey, catcher, batting fourth. Zach Coldsnow out in right field, batting fifth. And Coldsnow's had the Steamers' number.
Yeah, he's back in the lineup tonight, and a bat like his is very important in these 7-inning games because any big offensive inning led by Coldsnow, it's 2 less innings for the Steamers to make up of that offensive category. So it's very important to have Coldsnow back in the lineup if you're the Greenbrier Knights.
Absolutely. Matt Lucas batting after him in the 6th position. He'll be at third base. NJ Hong, the first baseman, batting 7th. Miles Webb in left field, batting 8th. And Zach Will, the second baseman, batting 9th. For the Steamers, leading off once again, it's Jacob Bisharat, the catcher. And after him, it's going to be Hunter Cole in right field. Anthony Stalin, the shortstop, the birthday boy, batting third. Cleaning up, Joe Haney, the third baseman, and Haney's having himself quite a stretch.
He is, especially at the plate, but I'm going to talk about defense. He's playing third tonight, hasn't played much there, and it just continues to show the versatility that all these Steamers have. They can play infield, they can play outfield. For example, Aaron Copeland, and Haney is one of those guys as well.
Case Kermode, the left fielder, batting 5th. Casey Hare batting 6th, second baseman. Aaron Copeland, center fielder, batting 7th, back in center field, back out in the field. Good to see him. I know he was dealing with a bit of an ankle injury. What do you see from Copeland tonight?
We had a great game against Tarboro last time out, and he's looking to continue that here. his presence in the box at the bottom of the lineup is huge for the Steamers.
Another huge bat at the bottom of the order, Josh Pernetti, designated hitter, batting 8th, and he's been on quite a stretch for himself, including that 3-run home run we mentioned earlier in the game against Tarboro. And rounding out the order tonight, Jacob Mustaine at first base. That's your Steamers lineup. There's your Knights lineup. Meeting of the minds at home plate is over. That means we're getting close to first pitch here. 6 o'clock, the scheduled start of this one. We'll have the anthem here, then we'll be back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Knights, Steamers, Adam Fine, myself, Ray Dunn. We'll be right back with some baseball. Welcome inside historic Hicks Field, Knights and Steamers. Ready to go at it once again as the Steamers continue a division play-filled week. We started with Tarboro on Saturday, a big 10-6 victory. Got the Steamers a game back in the standings, now only down 3 to the River Bandits, but they're not the focus tonight. Tonight it's the Knights, and it's an interesting dichotomy of success against this Knights team. In standalone games, the Steamers 4-0 against the Greenbrier Knights. In doubleheader games, there's been 2 doubleheaders. They are 1-3 against the Knights. A doubleheader tonight. We'll see if the trend continues. Very small sample size. We'll see what happens. Regardless, Adam Fine, myself, Ray Dunn will take you through all the action. Adam, how you feeling on this warm evening?
I'm feeling great. It's Monday, best day of the week. Let's do it.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, man. Monday, best day of the week. Juan Lugo coming to bat, the shortstop.
I'm just trying to get everyone fired up for our little doubleheader.
We appreciate you, Adam, all the time. Blake Gibson's first pitch. Not there. 1-0.
I like Lugo with the green cleats, little Philly Fanatic color cleats there.
And Bryce Harper would be jealous of those. That one catches his own. 1-1. Lugo coming in to this game, hitting .250 in 4 games this summer for the Knights. Getting to the Knights a little late, a .333 on base percentage. Calls time here. And big night for these 2 organizations. It's draft night. The Steamers, 2 former players drafted. Quincy Hamilton, outfielder, and pitcher Jake Rice, who I know you were teammates with last summer.
Jake Rice is a great guy. Became friends with him last year. Hell of a pitcher, too.
He is quite the pitcher from what I hear. Marshall McDonald mentioning him ad nauseum sometimes with just one of the impressive arms he's been able to see over his years of working as a coach. 2-1 from Gibson in there, 2-2. So for Rice, he's a 9th round draft pick of the Diamondbacks. For Hamilton, a 5th round draft pick of the Oakland A's. So 2 minor league clams now. Gibson's 2-2. Some thought that was there. Umpires the one that matters. 3-2. And then for the Knights, Hunter Purdue, pitcher from Florida State. They had throughout this summer, who was clearly no longer with them, drafted by the Marlins this evening. That one misses on the 3-2. Leadoff man aboard with a walk.
Yeah, it's a nice upgrade from the Greenbrier Knights to the minors. No disrespect to the Knights whatsoever.
Anytime professional baseball comes calling, it's always nice to answer that call. Trent Hanshy, the center fielder, coming to bat. He's hitting .327. Getting on base at a .459 clip thus far. Gibson's first pitch to him. Fouled down the left field line.
Yeah, Hanshy's a on-base machine. Always finds a way. Can turn on the ball, can hit the ball the other way. Power to all fields.
Seen a lot of him.
Pretty much in the 2-hole every night, similar to Hunter Cole.
Throw over, and some would suggest that's where you put your best hitter in the lineup. Conventionally, it's the 3-hole. Someone said 2. Well, debate on new age, old age thinking. 0-1. Foul back. 0-2.
Yeah, right. If it was up to me, I'd say put your best hitter at the 3 spot. But I don't really think it's a big deal. I think it doesn't matter as long as they're in the 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Fair enough.
I mean, for example, you have big man Jacob Bisharat in the 1 spot. typically your speed guy, but Bishrot's more of a power threat.
So foul back. Still 0-2. I know you feel passionately about that leadoff spot.
Yeah, I know a thing or two about the leadoff spot.
Does help with the amount that Bishrot's been able to draw walks. That leadoff spot a good place for him.
It's interesting because if you're talking about on-base percentage, Haney will be a great fit as well in the leadoff spot.
0-2. This one again fouled. And he just wants to run out of baseballs by the second inning.
Yeah, and all towards the parking lot over there. I hope my car is safe.
My car not there?
Smart, knowing Hanchy.
It's in the shop, so I think I would probably prefer it to be here. It's okay. We'll get over it. 0-2. Inside 1-2.
Well, it's already been a 5-pitch at bat. It's only a 1-2 count. Gibson looking to attack, throwing a lot of strikes, pitch into contact, literally, except all foul contact. Looking for a ground ball here.
Here's 1-2. Catches that outside corner. There's one away.
And then he painting the outside corner there for Gibson. Was using that area of the plate the entire at-bat and just kind of froze Hanchy there.
Jose Cazorla, designated hitter, coming to bat. First pitch. Missing 1-0.
A similar spot to Hanchy's on the other outside corner of the plate. Might be giving it to the left-handed hitter and not the right-handed hitter tonight.
Cazorla coming in, hitting .295 for a 3 on-base percentage. He has hit 3 home runs and driven in 10. 1-0 from Gibson. Line to right field. Cole's got that one. Lugo had jumped off, and he will get back safely. Slipped a little bit.
Well, that was a rip there by Cazorla. Hunter Cole, correct positioning there. But Lugo thinks on his feet. It's not bad to get back picked there, especially when he's wearing the Philly Fanatic color cleats.
Had done a good job of keeping himself up. Had he completely slipped and fallen, that's the end of an inning right there. As Warren Bailey comes back and fouls the first pitch back, 0-1.
Yeah, for all those people that say you don't need agility in baseball, well, Lugo giving you a reason of doubt for that in that situation.
Bailey hitting .298, 333 on base percentage, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. Takes one in, 1-1.
Less sliders tonight from Gibson, and that's not by accident. Coming out of the bullpen, you have more leeway to pitch backwards and work with off speed to start. Coming in as a starter, it's a more fastball heavy diet.
1-1. Upstairs 2-1.
Good hard sliders make your arm tired, so Gibson understanding the role here as a starter. And can't burn out after the first 2.
Absolutely, especially with the stretch coming up for this team. 2-1. This one grounded. That one's fair on the third base side. Haney's got the throw to first in time to get him. And that concludes the top of the first inning. Joe Haney with a play on the third base line to get Bailey at first. Leadoff man gets aboard, left at first base. Steamers Knights, not at zeros. We head to the bottom of the first inning on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Steamers coming to bat against Cole Taylor. Taylor, the right-hander on the mound for the Knights. We mentioned in the open, 11 1/3 for him so far. 4 appearances, 2 of them starts, a pair of losses. He's allowed 8 earned for a 6.35 ERA, a 1.85 whip, and he struck out 6 in those appearances. First Steamer bat, he will see Jacob Bisharot. First pitch, grounded, up the middle. Lugo, that one's going to go off his glove, and Bisharot's on first.
And Lugo must have thought he had it as he fake throw to first base. A high hop, those are always tough, especially when they come off of the dirt. One pitch, one base runner.
Efficiency.
Efficiency.
Hunter Cole coming to bat. First pitch to him. Lines this one. Into right field, a base hit. Bisharot right the whole way on second base now. 2 on, 2 pitches. Nobody out.
More and more efficiency. This time a barrel from Hunter Cole. And the Steamers are locked in out the gate.
It's the birthday boy, Anthony Stalin, coming to bat. So a big couple of days for him. Clean shaven, birthday. You know, those things off the field that you just don't see. Opportunity for something big for him here. First pitch. Missing. Up, 1-0.
12-6 curveball there. That thing really hung up in the air.
Stalin's got himself to a second pitch, so I can mention his average. He's hitting .325, .422 on base percentage. Takes a strike there. A home run and 9 RBIs for him.
And if Stalin wasn't going through enough these past couple of days with shaving and the birthdays, his jersey was forgotten to be taken out of the wash.
Ooh.
So it was soaking wet, I'd say 30 minutes, 45 minutes before the game. So Marshall McDonald and the people in charge are making sure that they wring out all the water. And
now, if he has a big game, do you think they'll just stick to that being the way they do laundry for him in the future?
that is a great point, Ray. I guess we'll have to wait and see. As great as a game it could be, I don't see Stalin wanting to play in a wet jersey every day.
If he hits 2 home runs tonight, I don't know.
He's going to have to go 5 for 5 like he did, 5 for 6 like he did against the Fungo that last time with 4 doubles. It would take a game like that.
Well, he fouls the 3-2-1 off, or 3-1 off, make it 3-2, excuse me. But I'm all for another 5 for 6 night for him. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. And listen, it doesn't affect us if his jersey is wet.
No, doesn't. As long as he's hitting.
So if we can ride out the streak, I'm cool with that.
Grounds this one to second. There's one, throw to first, the double play. From 2 on with nobody out to 1 on with 2 out. Bisharot over at third. 4-6-3.
And very unfortunate there for the Steamers. Stalin rips it, gets a good piece of contact, but didn't have to move over there at second base, and that's just an easy double play because of how hard Stalin hit that ball. Now you need a base hit opportunity here for Haney.
Haney at third base made a very nice play to get the Steamers out of the top of the first. For him, thus far this summer, he's hit .255, 437 on base percentage, driven 11, pair of steals. 1-0, and there 1-1. He has reclaimed his spot at the top of the team and on base percentage.
A lot of back and forth here for the top of the Steamer lineup.
1-1, entering the back door, 1-2.
Yeah, there's that 12-6 curveball again. That's really effective. Got some over the top and side to side movement.
1-2 to Haney. Up and in. And his face right there. The wide mouth. Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, I don't know what Haney was exactly thinking there, because if you were to get a hit by pitch, you would still need a hit to score in the run. So I think he wants to get the job done himself. I'm not sure if he was hiding some pain there.
Checks at that one. Fouls it 2-2.
Yeah, sometimes people, if they get hit by a pitch but they just want to hit, they'll try their best to act like they're not in pain when you can kind of see it in their face if you really look at them. Just wincing, trying to hold it in.
These are some tough guys. We got tough guys on this team. I wouldn't be surprised if someone on this team would pull that off at some point. 2-2. Foul tip, and that one will have some new life here.
A little hot potato action.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever been hit by a pitch, try to tough it out and hit, or you take the base type?
Well,
guy?
right, I'm not that much of a tough guy.
Okay.
So even if I were to try to hold it in, it would probably come out. I'd probably start crying, or just like any type of moan that I'm in serious pain. And the ump's like looking at me like, yeah, come on, take your base.
We appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I can be good at some things, but I'll tell you what, I'm not good at that.
2-2 to Haney. That one just did not bend.
Not much muscle on me, Ray. It doesn't take much to, cause pain when I get hit by a pitch. I'm very bony.
I mean, same here.
Yeah, well.
If I wear one, you're going to know that I'm wearing one.
Well, yeah, the thing is, Ray, in middle school they weren't throwing that hard back in your day, so that's
Didn't
the only
matter.
difference.
I'm all skin and bones. Full count to Haney. Swing and a miss. He is struck out. Steamers put a runner 90 feet away, unable to bring him home. We'll head to the second inning, all knotted up at 0. We'll be back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to historic Hicksfield. Knight Steamers getting ready for the second inning. Zach Coldsnow, the right fielder, coming to bat. Blake Gibson still on the mound. And Adam, find myself right on still with you up here in the booth.
We're not going anywhere.
No. 14 innings of baseball today. Gibson's first pitch. Check, and he went on the appeal, 0-1.
Blake Gibson may be throwing a lot of fastballs tonight, but not to Zach Coldsnow. Big hitter is going to drop a lot of sliders in, regardless of the count.
The 0-1. Adam Fine listening to the scouting report, 0-2.
And now he can come with anything here. He can drop the slider again, surprise him with the fastball upstairs.
0-2. A called third strike. He is set down. Efficiency for Gibson. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 away.
And frozen there by Gibson, painting the outside corner. You could not approach Zach Coldsnow better than Blake Gibson just did.
That'll bring up Max Lucas, who checks his way through that and swinging 0-1. The 0-1 to him. Cut on and miss, 0-2. We have not seen Max Lucas thus far this summer. A new face for this team late in the season. 1-2. I say late in the season. It feels later in the season the games show. The Mother Nature has taken her toll on the schedule.
Exactly. Sometimes in summertime you don't have any idea what time it is.
Called, third strike, back-to-back strikeouts for Gibson to start this second inning. Lucas is set down. They'll bring up N.J. Hong.
2 looking strikeouts. Blake Gibson only 1 ball this entire inning so far. I mean, he's dealing. His sequencing with pitches is fantastic. There was slider, fastball, and then ending on the fastball on the outside corner again.
First pitch to Hong in there for a strike. 0-1. Hong hitting .216, a .341 on base percentage. 1 foul, 0-2.
And that's 2 front door sliders we haven't seen yet. Seen a lot of back door, like to Cold Snow. But now to Hong, we're getting the front door action.
I think this is an opportunity to waste one here.
I guess so. I mean, with Cold Snow, he went upstairs with the fastball. Last at-bat, he went on the outside corner with the fastball. I think that was a tad outside, but it caught the corner. So I don't see any problem with wasting or just calling right at him.
The 0-2. 1 low, 1-2.
There's your waste pitch, Ray. His strikeout pitch has been the fastball this inning, so I'd like to see the slider for that attempt there.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Set a ball in the dirt. Gibson strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3, they go. Steamers coming to bat in the bottom of the second. We come back here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Steamers coming to bat in the bottom of the second. Before we get there, do you have a slow computer, broken cell phone? Get personal professional help at Edenton IT, located at 203 South Broad Street right here in downtown Edenton for all your computer and cell phone repair needs. Again, that's 203 South Broad Street in downtown Edenton, Edenton IT for all your computer and cell phone repair needs. The Steamers got off to an impressive start to their first inning. Had 2 on with nobody out. Had a runner 90 feet away with 2 away, unable to bring him home.
Yeah, Ray, one of those unlucky innings where you hit the ball hard, you do what you have to do to find your way on base, but then just happen to hit something right at the second baseman there. Their confidence is not shaken, is what I'm assuming.
Case Kermode taking a strike. And Kermode had a home run on Saturday. Solo shot that opened the scoring for the Steamers and what would become a 6-run second inning.
Case Kermode, 2 home runs this season, 2 opposite field home runs. And you do not see that every day in college baseball.
No, you do not. He's been making really, really good contact, and he had an opposite field double against the Pilots that would have been well out of
Most
historic
ballparks.
kicks. Yeah, most that we play, you're
Yeah.
right.
Not just historic kicks. Peninsula, War Memorial Stadium is a big field. And he hit the top of the wall in right center.
Taylor's 1-2. Breaking ball upstairs, 2-2.
That breaking ball starting to seem a little inconsistent there from Taylor. He's thrown 2 really good ones and then one that sailed, and that one was just a bit up.
2-2. Kermode found this one towards the Steamers dugout. Third base side.
Now, when you have a curveball like that that's a little inconsistent, when it's effective, it's effective. But if it's inconsistent, Case Kermode can be sitting the fastball or changeup.
Kermode sends this one into left, and that one will be caught by Webb. There he is, 1 away.
Well, I was going to say, Ray, that your approach on that curveball can just be to spoil it because you're not going to get it much and just try and foul it off. But Case Kermode said, I don't need to foul it off. I can just smoke it to left field. Once again, right at the left fielder. There's 2 barrels now that have led to 3 outs.
Batter up right now knows a thing or two about hitting balls hard right at people. Casey Hare coming to the dish. Hare at second base this evening, and Hare is hitting .263, which does not show just how well he's been barreling baseballs thus far. He does have a .432 on base percentage. Home run, 9 RBIs, and the first pitch to him is in there for a strike.
Yeah, the numbers do not show the production that Casey Hare has shown this season. Finding his way on base, hitting the ball hard, getting really unlucky this year with lineouts like we just saw from Case Kermode. Maybe it's just in the name, Casey.
Whoa. Just opened a whole world of possibilities.
Is that a little too early for all that crazy theories, Ray?
1-1 in there, first strike, 1-2. I mean, hey, listen. I would like to see their reaction when you go down to them and tell them, hey, your name's cursed.
Maybe we should get Casey Hare a new bat or new batting gloves or something to shake it up.
I don't know. 1-2. Fouls this one towards the parking lot. Third base side.
I got an idea, Ray. How about this? How about Casey Hare go 3 unbuttons in his jersey just like Josh Pernetti did? Josh Pernetti decided to hit an Oppo bomb. I'm not saying it would transfer over, but could come close.
You know, you can't really fight with the facts here. The 1-2 grounded to first. Hong tossing over to Taylor. And there are 2 away.
There's your classic PFP, pitchers fielding practice. Even when it's real and it's not practice, it's still called a PFP. That's one baseball term that I've never understood, but Taylor making it look easy.
Now coming to the dish, it's Aaron Copeland. He's hitting a .206, a .286 on base percentage, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. Had a pair of hits against Tarboro on Saturday night, and Taylor's first pitch outside, 1-0.
And for Copeland, that should be 4 home runs as he came inches away against Tarboro.
That's 1-0, missing 2-0. I mean, I was ready to punch the home run call. I think if you go back and listen, you can hear that I was pretty much like, and that ball is off the top of the wall.
Yeah, back, and still in the yard.
Yeah. You can say that one's going off the wall. And he drives this one into left. That's down for a base hit. A 2-out base runner for the Steamers.
And that's what you call plate coverage right there from Aaron Copeland. Took the outside pitch and drove it to pole side Not many players with Copeland's size can have the plate coverage like he does and hit the ball hard.
And that's what you want to see from him once he really is back in form. Just hitting everything. Someone who's been hitting everything. Josh Pernetti, the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, 0-1 for Pernetti. Has raised his average to 239, 333 on base percentage, up to 4 home runs and 12 runs batted in.
It's a 2-out hit for Copeland, but it's always nice to have a runner on when Josh Bernetti's up to bat, especially when his jersey's unbuttoned once again. And you can barely see that on your screen, but Aaron Copeland with a cool way to get back to the bag on a pickoff. He leads with his right foot and sticks his chest kind of into the front of the first baseman there. And as a result, if there's any type of bad throw from Mr. Taylor, it will go into the outfield, because then first baseman has to move his body past Copeland, and Copeland's big stature is kind of a block. And then, I don't know, it's just a tiny little detail that can lead to 3 bases.
Small little competitive advantages. That's how you get wins. Pernetti down 0-2. Fouls this one over the grandstand. And for Pernetti, a 2-for-3 night against Tarboro, making him 7 of his last 17.
That's pretty good, Red.
It's pretty good. That'll play.
I like to see him choking up here, making sure he stays short with the ball. He understands with his power, he doesn't have to get all of it to hit it out of the yard.
Copeland going, the 0-2, grounded, foul, first base side.
Copeland getting a little bit of a workout over there.
Brett Folk didn't even bother to go after that ground ball from first base coach's box. NJ Hong was coming over as the first baseman to come make that play, but
Listen, Brett, he's got priorities. He's pacing himself on this long night.
throw over.
And once again there from Hong, he pretended like he dropped the ball on the pickoff there to try and get Copeland a bite. But Copeland is not ready to fall for that. If anyone that's going to fall for a fake, Copeland's not one of them. The little things are being put into motion tonight, Ray.
Well, gamesmanship over there at first base. 2 guys trying to get a little competitive advantage on one another. These teams have seen each other a little bit this season.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, to see a hidden ball trick maybe in game 2.
Ooh, I'm all for it. Copeland on his way again. This ball high, the throw down to second base, not in time. Copeland's up standing on second base. Runner in scoring position now.
Now all it takes for Pernetti is a base knock.
Count even at 2. Taylor looking back at second, and the pitch. This one popped into the air. Shallow right. Cold Snow coming on and makes the catch. And that will do it for the inning. The second straight inning, the Steamers put a runner in scoring position, unable to bring him home. We head to the third, game knotted up at 0 here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. third inning about to get underway. Blake Gibson still on the mound. Miles Webb coming to the dish. Right-hander from Mount Olive's first pitch. Misses 1-0. For Gibson's spring at Mount Olive. Let's see. Prepares the 1-0. Foul back 1-1. He had appeared in 12 games, 5 of them starts, 33 and a third innings, a 1-1 record with a save, 4.86 ERA, 1.53 WHIP. One now. 2-1.
And Ray, if you didn't know that Blake Gibson is great with his commands, well, now you know, because he is doing a great job with locating the fastball. As you can see right there, right on the outside corner, I have not seen a fastball left over the plate or the inner half of the plate tonight to any hitter. He is doing a phenomenal job.
It's like you had an earpiece in here and you're right there. It's like, I gotta prove Adam right. I'm gonna go perfectly place my fastball there on the outer half. 2-2, foul back. He struck out 4 so far, including striking out the side in the second. 6 straight nights set down after he allowed the walk to Lugo to open up the game.
Sometimes it takes you one to figure it out, and then it's smooth sailing, and that's been the case for Gibson. We were a couple pitches away from an immaculate inning there for Gibson last inning.
2-2. Foul back once again. And that walk was certainly not cheap. He worked a 3-2 count and had a couple of near misses.
Yeah, I was just about to say, the Greenbrier Knights are not making it easy on Gibson tonight. Another great at-bat from Webb here. They're making him work.
Gibson's 2-2. Another one fouled back.
But you know, as they say, good things come to those who wait.
You are absolutely right.
Or good things come to those who can throw strikes, either one.
Yeah. The first one sounds like a sign that would be in my mom's kitchen.
Oh,
good things come to those who wait. It feels like something, you're drinking your coffee, just look up, there's a sign that says that to you. It's the type of vibe that saying gives me. Good things come to those who throw strikes. I like that one. And we'll keep that one around. 2-2 again. This one popped into the air. Bisharad turning around, looking for it, and he makes the catch in foul territory. There's one away.
Well, Ray, we were right for both of our little slogans, as that ball just an inch away from the wall, but Bisharad, great awareness back there, makes the grab.
You don't have a ton of space when it goes straight back for one of those types of plays. And even when we've seen it here, there's been about 101 ways for a catcher to misplay a ball to the backstop.
Yeah, it's pretty snug here at Hicks Field, and I kind of like it that way, everyone. It's a little closer, especially you and me up here in the booth.
Oh, yeah, it's a great view.
Yeah.
Zach Will coming to bat. One-0 is down the left field line, a base hit. Will around first and a long turn, but that's where he'll stay. A one-out base runner for the Knights.
Good swing there. That's probably the first slider that we've seen hung. And as a result, base knock.
Base knocked. I'll turn the lineup back to the top. Juan Lugo walked in the first, coming to bat, and that also breaks 7 straight set down by Gibson. First hit of the evening for this Knights squad. That pitch on the outer portion, 0-1.
And Ray, it's only going to get easier for Blake Gibson, I tell you that, because with that fastball on the outer half of the plate, the more he keeps hitting that spot consistently, inning and inning out, especially when Bisharad sets up there, the umpire's going to start giving him a little bit more each inning on the outer half if he can consistently hit his spot. So Blake Gibson, he knows what he's trying to do here.
He's thrown over, and now he's got Will between two bases. Mustaine thrown down to second, and they got him. Tag applied by Stalin, and there is 2 away.
And I was just about to say, Ray, he was leaning there at first base. He was kind of fake stealing, itching like he was trying to go, and couldn't quite get it done. Zach Will, a speedy guy, knows what he's doing over there, but Blake Gibson knows better. Great pickoff, perfect timing. And then it's overlooked, but that throw from Mustang to second base can be tough, especially with the runner in your face. So props to Mustang as well for putting on the money for Stalin to put on the tag.
You can also see when he gets there, he's running down, following him. He's trying to find himself with a clear path to go about making that throw.
Yeah, it's up to Mustang to declare which side, outside or inside. You say it out loud, and then Stalin can know which side the ball is coming from.
1-1, cut on and missed 1 and 2.
And where to set up on the bag as well. Because if Mustang didn't set an angle, that ball could go off Zach Will's helmet, and then your problems will ensue from there.
Yes, you can go from a very good-looking play to a very ugly play quite quickly. Luckily, Mustaine on the same page, Stalin, and that one goes the right way. Two from Gibson. Foul back, and how about that?
Yeah, I was just about to say, I like that. I haven't seen that from Gibson. The little hitch in his leg lift, messing with the timing, some like Johnny Cueto type of thing. And listen, I'm a fan.
Oh.
That would freak me out if I was in the box.
I was about to say, as long as you're not the one batting, you're absolutely a fan of that.
Yeah, exactly. I would have a little different.
Lugo choked up, the 2-2, foul back.
And I think about this, Ray. So him doing that slows the hitter down. So then the next time up, you have a quicker leg kick, move faster, and bring the fastball, and you could be in for some trouble as well. It's all part of a plan for Blake Gibson. He's thinking, he's 2 steps ahead. We're just, hanging out at 1 step ahead, I guess.
Well, he gets that one behind the 2-2, cut on and miss. That sets down the side. Zach Will got a base hit caught between bases. That's all the Knights got in terms of offense. 3 up, and that's all we'll see for the top of the 3rd inning. Steamers coming about, knotted at 0. We come back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Bottom of the 3rd inning, coming up here from historic Hicks Field. Jacob Mustaine leading things off, and it's the 3rd inning, so it's time for our trivia.
Trivia.
And it's draft day. Well, it's been draft day. Draft 3 days here. Our question going to be draft theme. We want to know, who was the first Steamer to get drafted? First pitch in there for a strike 0-1.
I'll give the fans a hint. It is not Quincy Hamilton or Jake Rice.
Thank you for clarifying that. 0-1 bounced in there, 1-1. This is my favorite question to ask our general manager, Tyler Russell. Just out of the blue. Pepper him with questions, see if he remembers. 1-1 missing, 2-1.
And a lot of that Wolfpack NC State baseball team getting drafted today, our GM's alma mater.
Yes. Big NC State fan. 2-1 in there, 2-2. It was fun for us during this afternoon to kind of go over the connections we had to names that were popping up on our screens.
Yeah, draft day is always really exciting.
Mustang cuts and misses at that one. He is struck out. There is one away.
I was really disappointed that last year was such little rounds because I always like to scroll up and down and see if I know that person from this, or I used to be friends with this guy, or it's always cool to flip through the rounds and see who you know or when you played with them before, or if they struck you out in the game and made you look silly, or stuff like that. It's a small world.
It is a small world. Someone I sat right next to in calc class got drafted today. First pitch upstairs. I think the real upset in that is that I was in calc class. People probably didn't expect that from me.
Ray, you're a smart guy.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You corrected me on a math problem our last game.
Fisher cutting and missing at the 1-0. 1-1. And yeah, I have my moments. This little blind squirrel finding a nut every once in a while. Every once in a while I've got a good moment.
It's one of your favorite analogies or sayings, I say.
I think someone said it last week and I haven't been able to stop saying it. It's just been in my head. 1-1. And on the appeal, they're saying he went. 1-2.
Brett Folk disagrees, I'd say, judging his reaction.
Not thrilled.
Not thrilled.
Taylor's 1-2, and that one's going to catch Bisharod on the head. He'll take a jog on down to first base, and there's one on with one out.
Well, Ray, they say you got to use your head. I don't know if they meant by like
boy.
that. Speaking of corny sayings.
Oof.
Shouldn't be too bad, though. That was a loopy curveball. Fastball might be a different story.
Bisharod find a way to get on base once again without a walk or a hit. Got on by way of error the first, now on by way of hit by pitch. And I'm just concerned about our catcher's heads. We've had quite a year for that as Hunter Cole pops this one into foul territory down the third base line. Third baseman trying to make a play on that. And just unable to make the catch.
Yeah, like we said earlier, Hicks Field is snug. Not much foul territory. It's a nice place to hit in that case.
Yes, it is.
Well, also if you're Hunter Cole, but that goes without saying.
Yeah. Everywhere has been very nice for him to hit this year.
Yeah, what surprises me the most about Hunter Cole is most of his home runs are not here at Hicks, and they have been bombs. Legit 350 feet plus home runs.
And he is going to hit this one on the ground towards third, and the pitcher is going to pick it up near the line. Hunter Cole over to first base. He will get there safely as Taylor picked that one up right along the line. It looked like Lucas, the third baseman, had been ready to quit on that and just see what would happen. You're not getting Cole up the line on something hit that slow. Taylor just said, nope, that's my ball, and first and second with one out.
Well, I'm in disbelief, right? That ball was spinning kind of like a cue ball. That ball was spinning for foul territory. And Taylor just said, I'm just going to pick it up. Why not? And that's a nice little batting average boost for Hunter Cole. Base knock in the book. That was one of the more surprising things I've ever seen. Usually that's everyone's favorite to start yelling, let it go foul, let it go foul. And then, I mean, Hunter Cole was on first regardless if it stayed fair or not.
Right. Now with 2 on and 1 out, Anthony Stalen swings, misses that one, 0-1. Stalen, similar situation when he came up back in the first, except there was nobody out. He had first and second, Cole and Bisharod. See if we have a new result here. I just can't believe picking that one up. Cole's quick enough where you're not getting him on a cue ball like that.
Yeah, no matter what happened there, Hunter Cole was safe or it was a foul ball.
1-1. One sent in the air to right field. Cold Snow's got it. Throw coming quickly on in. There are 2 away.
Tough at bat there from Stalen. Looking to drive the ball a little farther, get Bishrot over to third, but Cold Snow has an arm out there, so it's going to need to be a lot more deep than you might think.
Joe Haney struck out in the first, now coming to bat.
Well, now Haney's got a similar opportunity to what he had in the first inning. We'll see if he takes charge here. Bishrot's got enough speed to score on pretty much any single, I'd say.
Taylor's first pitch in there, 0-1, and this is the 3rd straight inning in which the Steamers have had a runner in scoring position with 2 away. Copeland moved there during Pernetti's at-bat in the second. 1, up and away. Not a catcher's glove, but not moving nearly enough to convince Bishrot to try and take a chance.
Yeah, I mean, going back to what you said, though, the Steamers are finding a way on base. Many base runners in these first 3 innings, but they just are seeking that big hit, have been yet to capitalize.
And he's had a big hit before as he cuts and misses that one, 1-2.
Yeah, despite hard hit balls as well. I mean, they're just not falling.
Hit that hard ball out to center field on Saturday night. Cleared the bases and gave the Steamers their first lead. Right now, however, he's down the count 1-2. And Taylor's pitch, a swing and a miss, struck him out. And that will do it for the 3rd inning. Once again, the Steamers have a runner in scoring position, 2-1 with 1 out. Back-to-back outs to wrap up this inning. We head to the 4th inning. Knights coming back, game knotted at 0. And we come back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to historic Kicks Field. 4th inning on the way. Before we get back to baseball, the new 2021 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Soundfeed Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trail located behind the first base dugout at historic Kicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Steamers have had some opportunities, haven't been able to bring one across. Now on the other flip side, only 2 base runners thus far for the Knights. They come to bat. Blake Gibson still on the mound. Trent Hanchy at bat, and he'll take a strike to start this AB.
Right there it is, the outside fastball, and it's just creeping away and away from the plate each time, and it's going to be a strike every time as Blake continues to dominate.
Swing and a miss, 0-2. He's done a really good job of keeping this lineup off balance.
Yeah, the change piece there, change up right down the middle, but it doesn't matter because it was such a good late movement.
Grounded to third. Haney fields it clean. The throw to first in time, and there is one away.
Well, Haney is making up for a couple bad at-bats with some great defensive plays. Staying back, playing the big hop in the first inning, and now coming through getting the short hop here in the fourth.
Haney not a ton of time at third base this season, but certainly making the most of it tonight. Jose Cazorla lined out to right field in the first. Taking a strike, 0-1.
And there's that slider again early on in the count. I wouldn't be surprised to see that to Cazorla, Bailey, and Cold Snow, the 3, 4, 5 hitters.
1 cut on and missed, 0-2. Gibson, wind kicks in the 0-2. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. And there are 2 away.
Blake Gibson continues to make it look easy. He's walking around that mound with some swagger right now.
Deservedly so. That's 6 strikeouts. Only a hit and a walk for this night's lineup. Warren Bailey, who grounded to third in the first, comes up to bat for the second time.
But I have to address, Papa Tom, your question in the comments about me returning for the 2022 season. I can't say if I'm going to come back or not. It's a year from now, and it's a lot of time, but I promise to keep you in the loop. I'll be talking to Casey, and we'll see.
Oh, there you go. I wasn't going to address it on the broadcast. We were going to let Adam have his whatever he wanted.
Ray, are you coming back for the 2022 season?
You said it yourself. 2-0's in there for a strike. 2-1. A lot of time between now and then.
Yeah, player or broadcaster?
I think I'll come back as a player.
Okay. What position?
Center field.
Left bench? Okay. Yeah. All right.
2-1. 3-1. You left that one wide open for me.
Yeah. I did.
3-1 pitch. Misses. Second walk of the evening for this team. First time on base for Bailey. A 2-out base runner for the Knights.
Yeah, now this is kind of a situation, right? Because one bad pitch, it's a 2-0 ball game.
Mm-hmm.
So Blake Gibson has to be extremely careful here on how he approaches Cold Snow. I do not expect a fastball anywhere where Cold Snow can put a charge into it.
First pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1.
But as I say that, he powers in a hard fastball down the middle for the first pitch.
Well, he had caught Cold Snow, confused by a fastball first time around. Caught him looking in the second.
Well, I think Cold Snow was honestly thinking that he's going to start with an off-speed, and that's why he was fooled there.
0-1. Going back with a little something taken off of that, 0-2.
Yeah, it was one of the sharper sliders we've seen tonight. Cold Snow gave a look like, yeah, he's going to have to really battle this at-bat, just like he had to his first time around.
Gibson looking over at first. And now the 0-2. This one grounded over to short. Stalen's got it, going the short way to second base, and he got him, and that will do it for the inning. Runner gets aboard for the Knights, nothing more. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Steamers coming to bat. Game still knotted up at 0 on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up here from historic Hicks Field. Before we get back to baseball, we want to let you know the Edenton Steamers are proud to announce that Venture Tours is the official travel partner of the team for the 2021 season. Venture Tours Incorporated is a family-owned business specializing in motor coach transportation. The owners have been in the motor coach industry for more than 40 years. A mixture of hard work and family legacy helped to create Venture Tours Incorporated, one of the most successful motor coach companies in Hampton Roads, coastal Virginia. If you're interested in traveling with Venture Tours, give them a call at 757-494-1480 or visit venturebustours.com.
Well said, Ray. Well said.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We'll be back on the road Thursday. Doubleheader at Tarboro. Before that, a game against Tarboro on Wednesday night, tomorrow night, an off day. Case Kermode, first pitch off, 0-1.
And Ray, the way this game is going, this might just be the first pitcher to make a mistake and have the long ball might be the winner tonight.
You seem to be right about that one, Adam. It does seem like, even though the Steamers seem to have a good start to this game, the Bats have gotten themselves on base quite a bit, but not able to push it across. Cole Taylor's been able to bear down. It's going to be low-scoring affair. Maybe us saying that will put some jinx, and we're in for a 5-run inning. One, two, missing, 2-2. Taylor winds, kicks, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and there's one away.
And that's a Blake Gibson outside fastball there from Taylor. When you're waiting for that long 12-6 curveball, that outside fastball can get on you pretty quick and get you off balance, and that was the case there for Kermode.
4th strikeout for Taylor. And ump asked for something. I believe he was saying that Peretti was out with Copeland on the on-deck circle. Can't have that. Only one in the on-deck circle. It's only one on deck. One out.
That's a loose rule, though, Ray. As the season goes along, I remember I'd be up in 4 and I'd be hanging out where Marshall is right now with our back to the netting, just hanging out, chatting.
Chatty guy, you like to talk?
Honestly, it depends on the day, Ray. I mean, if I'm having a good game, maybe. If I'm having a bad game, I might just keep to myself. But overall, I'd say I'm honestly a pretty chatty guy.
I'd say so, too.
Okay. Pretty chatty with you.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially up here. Casey Harrison, 3 straight balls to open up his second time at the plate. Grounded out to first the first time up. And he'll be walked on 4 pitches. A 1-out base runner for the Steamers. Bring up Aaron Copeland.
Well, Ray, speaking of that one mistake, this could be it right now. Copeland is known to take advantage of that one mistake a pitcher can make, and now you got a runner on a 4-pitch walk. Copeland now probably going to be looking for the fastball, because Taylor's going to want to get his confidence back and his feel back for the baseball. So the fastball is the pitch to do that.
First pitch to Copeland, swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, Copeland had the right idea, just came up a bit empty there.
Copeland singled to left, stole a base in the second. Throw over to first. Casey here back with a dive and waiting for NJ Hong to throw that ball back.
NJ Hong playing some games over there at first. Trying to pretend like he dropped it earlier with Copeland at first, and now taking his good old time with Casey Hare.
A 1, swing and a miss, 0-2.
I have no problem with that. Little cat and mouse games, nothing wrong with that.
Again, I'm all for it. These teams have seen each other a lot. You got to keep them off balance.
But I tell you what, Ray, I love watching Casey Hare at first base take his lead. He's not the fastest guy in the world. Rare for him to steal a base, but he's always moving his feet, having some fun, and trying to disrupt Taylor's rhythm, even though there's really a low chance he's going anywhere.
It's all about making him think.
Yes.
And he's clearly on Taylor's mind.
Or it just might be fun for Casey Hare, just for himself.
Keep him engaged as the 0-2 to Copeland. Now throw down to first, and Hong liked the tag he put on, comes around smiling, thinking he got Hare.
Yeah, Hong's having a lot of fun over there at first base. I don't blame him. Baseball is fun.
So I've heard. Hare headed to second. Throw up, down to second base. He's safe. Got in there. Spin around that tag as throw up towards the right side of the infield.
A little bit of an awkward slide there from Casey Hare. He's grimacing a little bit. We call that the Michael Phelps swim moves, when you kind of just dive around when the throw clearly beats you and you have to just finesse your way around the tag. So shout out to Casey Hare there. He's going to be talking to me about that one probably all week.
2-2 upstairs, 3-2.
Yeah, I got a long ride to Tarboro on Thursday. I'll be sitting next to Casey Hare on the bus. He's definitely going to show me the video of that, want to talk to me about it.
He'll get my disbelief in there that he was able to get around that tag. I'd be worried about the trip to Wilmington on Saturday. That's 3.5 hours talking about that slide. As Copeland going to ground this one to second. Move Hare over to third. He's thrown out. 2 away.
But now you got another runner in scoring position, Ray. So, been yet to find the big hit. Panetti's a big guy. We'll see if those can coincide there.
Pernetti second on this team and runs batted in. Big opportunity for him to do so. Taylor's first pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1.
Good cut there from Panetti. I like to see him be aggressive. Not looking for his pitch, just a pitch that he can handle.
High and away, 1-1, and Pernetti flew out to right field last time around. One upstairs.
And Taylor's starting to lose the zone a little bit. We saw the 4-pitch walk to Casey Hare. A lot of plus counts for the Steamer bats here in this inning. Counts for the fastball, counts to do damage.
2-1. 1. Low and in, 3-1.
Yeah, Marshall giving Pernetti the green light here. Putting his hands together. That means hit.
Certainly does.
Let it rip.
And he's been able to do so thus far this season. 3-1. Inside, and Pernetti is walked. Runners on the corners with 2 away for Jacob Mustaine. Mustaine, so far this summer at 175, 3 of 53 on base percentage with a home run and 3 RBIs. Zach Will on the grass of the outfield, second base. First pitch outside 1-0. Takes 1-0. skies this one into right field. Coach Snow coming in, and that one's going to land beyond him. Casey Hare scores. Mustaine into second, Pernay to third, and the Steamers have a 1-0 lead.
Well, Ray, that's a double in the book. Since it did not hit the glove, that's a double for Mustang. RBI clutch double. Doesn't matter how it showed on camera. It only matters in the book. And so for Mustang, that's huge.
Put the ball in play. Make things happen.
You said it, Ray.
So Cold Snow overruns that one, puts the Steamers up 1-0. And now 2 in scoring position for the top of the order.
Well, as well as the Steamers have been playing offensively to not get a run, that's probably the oddest way. It's probably the last guess I would have to put out there for the first run of the ball game. But hey, baseball's weird.
It's a wild game sometimes. It really is. And that one looks like it's just a can of corn. Just, you're going to settle under it, make the catch, end this inning. And sure enough, now second and third with 2 away for Bisharat. The 1-0 to him. Missing outside, 2-0. Bailey going to go out there and talk to his pitcher. That's a brutal way to have an earned run on your record.
Yeah, that always hurts, especially because you did your job, you made the pitch, but it just still didn't work out in your favor. And a smart decision by the Greenbrier Knight catcher, Bailey, to kind of calm Taylor down a little bit and kind of get him back in his groove out. Now starting 2-0 to Bisharat.
And now you got this break. Let's make the most out of it. They gift you 1. Take 2 more here.
Let's be greedy.
Absolutely. 2-0. 1 bouncing in. 3-0. And Bisharat has been able to barrel up some baseballs. Again, the hit's not really showing it thus far. He's early into his summer comparatively to the rest of this team. Mustaine over on second has some sneaky speed, we'll call it. The 3-0. That one in there for a strike. 3-1.
You were right about that sneaky speed as we saw the first triple of
Yes.
the season for Jacob Mustang.
So if he's able to just line one, maybe into one of the gaps, you're getting at least 2 ends. He cuts and misses at that one. 3-2.
Yeah, Mustang made sure to tell me that he is fast. He got to hit a triple when he hit the ball to center field in college, because I got under his skin a little bit when I said he didn't know what he was doing when he hit the triple on my first broadcast.
2. This one grounded. Shortstop. Lugo's got it. The throw to first in time. Steamers leave 2 in scoring position, but they do put 1 on the board. Mustaine flies a high one into shallow right field. Right fielder overruns it. Ball drops, and that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes in baseball. Steamers take a 1-0 lead. We head to the 5th here in the first of 2 games tonight at historic Hicks Field. Welcome back to Historic Hicksfield, 5th inning on tap here. Steamers up 1-0 after putting a run across the bottom of the 4th. Before we get back to baseball, every year the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 24th, the Steamers wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just 20 minutes from historic Hicksfield. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Ray Dunn, Adam Fine with you in the booth. Steamers up 1-0. Ben Kaufman coming in the game, left-hander from Bluefield College.
Well, you know, Ray, as they say, quit while you're ahead, and Blake Gibson took full advantage of that. He's going to exit the game with no runs on 1 hit.
No runs.
A lot of strikeouts.
1 hit. 6 strikeouts to be exact over his 4 innings. Walked a pair. Kaufman getting an opportunity. 1-1 to Max Lucas, the third baseman who struck out looking in the second. And for Kaufman coming into this game, 9 1/3 through 7 appearances, a 7.71 ERA, and time called. And he does not, the umpire not appreciating that Marshall McDonald's outside of the dugout at Historic Hicks, so he's got to pick his chair up, move just inside. 1-1 up and in, 2-1. Grounded. This one to second. Hare's got it cleanly. A throw to first in time to get him, and there's one away.
Great play by Casey Hare. Range into his right. Coming through the baseball as wasn't hit that hard. And we all know that Jacob Mustang has a great ability to make a good stretch over there. And that's your out number 1.
In another life, he was a gymnast over there at first base.
Mustang, a gymnast?
In another life, I
see
said.
it.
Yeah. And Jae Hong struck out swinging in the second. Swings and misses at the first pitch here, 0-1.
So, Ray, as great as Blake Gibson pitched today, we forgot to mention we had pitchers batting practice today, and Blake Gibson was one of a few that hit a home run.
Yes, pitchers batting practice because the staff threw 8 shutout against Peninsula, one missing, 1-1. The story goes that after 8 innings, they had not allowed a run, and Richie, one of our good friends
Sam,
here.
also known as Sam the Clam.
You're breaking the 4th wall there.
Oh.
So that one bends in for strike 1 and 2. So Richie, Sam the Clam, in the dugout with the team, and says, hey, Stalin's the last pitcher with a 0 ERA. 2 pitches into Stalin's appearance in the 9th, he allowed a home run. They blame Richie for that one. So Richie wears that, and the pitching staff gets a shutout in the eyes of the coaching staff to take BP today.
Exactly, and since Stalin is a 2-way, he can technically not a full pitcher, so the pitchers went shutout.
Hong flying this one to center. Copeland under that one, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. It was fun to watch them go out there and try and hit the baseball. Some more impressive than others.
Yes, indeed. Some embarrassing swings, but that was great because then we could share a nice laugh up here in the booth.
You know what? We're going to get people to go totally blind into our second game question. The trivia question for that one's going to be about the pitching batting practice.
So let's hold that thought.
We're going to hold that thought. We're not going to give you anything more. We're teasing that. There's another game. You have to watch it. And this one is lining in center field, a base hit from Miles Webb. 2 out, base runner now for the Knights. Zach Will to the dish, singled, and then was caught between first and second on a great pickoff move from Blake Gibson.
The defensive specialist, Zach Will. That kid knows how to play second base.
Kaufman's first pitch to Will. Missing 1-0. A little more on Kaufman. He's coming off a spring in which he was a starter. All 12 of his games he started for Bluefield, 44 and a third. And this one, ground to second. Hare going to go the short way and not in time at second base. Webb able to get there, and now 2 on with 2 out.
Weird play there. Stalin was really late to get to the bag. I'm surprised Casey still went to second base. That's usually, when in doubt, just go to first. Wasn't like it was a slow roller. Wasn't like it was going to be a tough play. But this game's been going by fast, so I guess it's only right to prolong this top half of the fifth.
Well, last half inning, we saw the right fielder overrun a ball that led to a Steamers run. We'll be curious to see if this defensive miscue leads to runs, as Kaufman missed on the first pitch, 1-0. Juan Lugo walked in the first, struck out in the third. Third time at the dish. And just tipping that, 1-1. Not very confident coming to the zone on that one.
Sword.
It's a sword. Up and looking back at second, his 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1.
Yeah, curveball there just missed. It's the second time Kaufman's missed up in the zone with the off speed.
That was 2-1. This one lifted to center field. Copeland going back to the track. Going to make the catch just a step from the wall. Lugo sends it a long way, but only counts if it goes over the fence or lands in fair territory, and did neither. That lands right in Copeland's glove. That does it for the top of the fifth. We head to the bottom half. Steamers holding on to a 1-0 lead. We'll be back from historic Hicks Field. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field, bottom of the fifth inning. On the way, Hunter Cole coming to bat. We do owe you a trivia answer. The question was the first ever steamer to get drafted. Your answer? You have an idea, Adam?
I'm going to let you just say it. Let's just give the fans what they want.
Yeah, let's give them what they want. Jeff Hasse, Cleveland State University, was a steamer in 1998. Was drafted in the 13th round of the 2000 Major League Draft by the Marlins. First pitch based in there, 1-0. So congratulations. Tell me if you've heard this one before. Scott Willie and Matt Fine for getting the answer to tonight's question right. Those two well ahead of the rest of the pack.
Yeah, I think Matt Fine definitely cheats on his answers. He's definitely always looking it up. I don't think anything truly comes from knowledge. I think it's just Wikipedia, but we'll have to wait and see as future trivia questions come in.
2-0 in there, 2-1. And that's Adam Fine throwing a cheating accusation of Matt Fine. I'll let you, the viewer at home, draw connections and why that might be. 2-2.
That should be an easy one.
And the pitch from Taylor is inside. 3-2. So for Cole, thus far, pair of hits. Most recent one in the third, a cue shot down the third base line. And can he make it a 3-for-3 night? He can. That one into center field. Leadoff man aboard.
3-for-3 night already for Hunter Cole. He is starting off this doubleheader no more perfect than he should. He's finding the barrel. Got some luck on that cue ball. Clark Dearman, I know, is excited. Clark Dearman loves to talk about how great Hunter Cole is, almost to the point where it makes Hunter Cole a little angry. So I know Clark Dearman's excited today. Probably screaming all the way from the bullpen.
Taylor thrown over to first. And for Clark Dearman, a performance that maybe in the box score you don't gawk at, but for him, bearing down through 5 innings on Saturday, keeping himself in there, especially after a tough first inning in which he allowed 4 runs. Some well-earned rest as Cole ahead to second. The throw down is in time to get him at second base. And Cole not satisfied with that call, one would imagine.
Wouldn't have the same swim moves as Casey. It was a tough play, though. Hunter still thought he kind of slid under the tag, having the throw from Bailey have to come across. Will had to come across his body towards the left side to get him.
Some conversation happening down in the third base coach's box. Marshall McDonald coming out. James Stalin not too pleased with the call. And Marshall McDonald gets an explanation. He's back in the dugout. So there's one away. It's 1-0 to Anthony Stalin. 0 for 2 thus far. Ground into a double play and flew out. The 1-0. Inside, 2-0.
Hunter Cole right now talking to Marshall saying, I mean, you know I was safe. I think Marshall McDonald's like, yeah, believe me, I know. Tried to plead his case to the umpire.
Cole has 9 steals to lead the team. Does not add one there. It's a 2-1. Taylor quickly back to even this count up at 2. Only the 3rd time this season that Cole's been caught stealing. 75% now in stolen base attempts. 2-2. Ground ball over to third base. Fielded by Lucas, and the throw on a bounce comes out of the glove of Hong, and Stalin will be safe at first.
Ray, put the ball in play. You'll make things happen. 2 strikes there. Stalin does just that. His speed puts the pressure on the third baseman to fire a bullet. A bullet that Hong could not handle at first base.
Joe Haney coming to bat. Pair of strikeouts so far. Haney, I believe, has the most plate appearances of a player without a home run yet. Something that every time you watch him barrel a ball, you think has to change soon.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I knew he didn't have a home run, but it's still surprising to hear it with his power and the way he's been swinging the bat.
Fouls the 1-0 back, 1-1.
Did you flinch?
No.
I wasn't looking over there, so I don't know.
No, I had to lean over and add the strike to the scoreboard. Okay. Again, this positioning I've gotten used to. You know, I'm pretty good with it now up here. Throw over. Ball gonna land at the knee of Stalen.
Hong still a little chatty with Stalen over there. He's seen a lot of friends now tonight over there at first base.
You need a first baseman who's friendly and chatty. You know, you're gonna get company. You might as well entertain them. As Haney sends this one to center field, a base hit. Stalen's gonna trip coming around second, and he'll just head back to the bag. Not the most graceful look for him, but still, nonetheless, 2 on with 1 out.
Yeah, what is with the Steamers tripping over second base this season? It's Aaron Copeland, now it's Stalen. Stalen kind of hangs his head right now, just like, oh man, like, that's embarrassing. And it was. I mean, you had the fake out there in center. He put his glove up to act like he was going to catch it, but didn't sell it. Hanchey and then did not do the great job there, and Stalen knew it. And tried to turn on the burners, but overheated, I guess. There you go.
We're going to have to launch a full investigation of James Stalen putting in the bases, because that's his job. So his older brother maybe getting him, because there's been a couple that have tripped over second. First pitch to Kermode in there for a strike, 0-1. For Kermode, coming into this game, hitting .286 with .333 on base percentage, a pair of home runs and 5 RBIs. As Taylor throwing back to second, and Stalen back with the dive. Infield soon to be emerging all the way into the shadows. Pitch to Kermode upstairs.
I'm surprised to see Cole Taylor in this game this long. He's throwing a lot of pitches, and in these last 2 innings, a lot of balls. He's had a lot of base runners in these last 2 innings as well.
Throw behind Haney over at first. He gets back in there safely. Give credit where credit's due. Warren Bailey not afraid to showcase the gun.
Exactly. Second time he's done it tonight. I think Hong is just a little antsy to see the ball over there, and maybe was calling for it. It's definitely a conversation that went down in the dugout, but going back to Taylor and staying in the game, this is very impressive for him to have this stamina.
2-1. Kermode flies this one to left field. Webb going back, looking up, and this ball is gone. A 3-run home run for Case Kermode has broken this game open for the Steamers. It's 4-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Well, Ray, that's that one mistake right there. It accounts for 3 runs. And now with this 7-run game, a 4-0 deficit is going to be extremely tough for the Knights to come back from. Case Kermode doing it again.
Just keeps barreling baseballs.
Well, he heard us when he said, you know, when we was talking about those Oppo home runs, he said, hey, why not put one over the Teal Monster one time?
Home run number 3 for him. He's now got 8 runs batted in. Now, dust is settled. Casey Hare coming to bat.
The calm after the storm.
One-0 pops into the air. Hare knows he got under it. Shortstop trying to make a play for it. It goes off his glove. Goes off of Lugo's glove, and now Hare is on at first base.
This sun must be brutal tonight, Ray. It's the second time you had a routine pop-up. It's been quite the night for the Greenbrier defense.
And he is working somewhere in between the dual shadows coming out on that left side of the infield. So you think maybe there's something there. It's just an unfortunate combination of errors for this Knights team. I mean, you have Stalin who gets on a ball dropped over at first. You have the first run that came in on a ball that got over the right fielder's head. So now Copeland coming to bat with one away. Takes strike, 0-1.
Well, Ray, if Copeland can run back and make a big clutch catch on the track in deep center without a problem, then the sun can't be too bad out there tonight.
The 0-1 called and missed, 0-2. Copeland gonna fight this one. Popping it foul. Keeping himself going. Copeland did have a hit and a steal in the second inning. Grounded to second in the fourth, and underrated in that inning that his ground ball moved Casey Hare to third base.
And what you're not seeing right now is Marshall McDonald giving a little hitting lesson to Joe Haney over there, working on staying through the ball. Haney's pulling his head off in his last couple at-bats, in which he struck out, and Marshall using his knowledge.
Ground ball to third. They're going to go down to second and try and turn the 5-4-3, and they do. A double play to end this inning, but not before a 3-run home run from Case Kermode to make it a 4-0 ball game in favor of the Clams. We head to the sixth of just 7 innings, and this first of 2 at Historic Kicks tonight. We'll be right back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to Historic Hicks Field. Trenton Hanchey coming to bat. Aaron Copeland getting out there to center field. Hanchey so far 0 for 2. Struck out looking and grounded to third. Ben Kaufman, second inning of work. Underway with this pitch. Grounded, first base side, and foul. And contrary to what the scoreboard said on the live stream, as we entered this inning, it is the top of the sixth.
A quick one here tonight, Ray.
Well, quick one before the second. See, 1 missing, 1 and 1. And these two games are game 9 and 10 against Greenbrier, ready this season.
We're moving along.
Certainly are. 1-1, ground ball to second. Hare fielding it cleanly. Throw over to first, and there's one away.
And Mustang throws that into left field. You hate to see that after a nice play from Hare.
Hey, as long as you make the throw, that counts.
Yes, but in baseball terms, we always like to make fun of whoever throws it away when you throw it around after an out. So I'm just doing what I'm trained to do.
That's fine. That's
Any
your
chance
teammate right there.
Yeah, any chance to make fun of Mustang, I'll take it.
Pitch in there, 0-1.
No offense if you're listening after the game, Mustang. It's all love.
Sorla's up at bat. He's lined out and struck out so far. Kaufman's 0-1. Rounds this one. Kaufman, tough play, gonna have to throw over to first. That one getting past Mustaine and down the right field corner as that one goes towards the bullpen. Casey Hare comes up looking like he was ready to make a throw, and Azorlo is just hanging out there on first.
Good hustle by Casey Hare to back up. That could have been real trouble hiding behind the tarp. I mean, a do or die play. There's nothing much you could do there if you're Kaufman. One of those cheap hits. We saw that from Hunter Cole today. It just, baseball gods have a way of evening the score in terms of that.
They're going to give Kaufman the error on that one. E1. Bounced that one, and Mustaine very athletic over there at first base. Tried to make a play on that. That's in there for a strike to Warren Bailey. But we got Cazorla barreling down on you. Very difficult, too. Offense. 0-1. This one, Mustang going to field it cleanly. Throw to Stalen over there at second. Gets the lead runner. No play for Bailey. There's two away.
And another good throw by Mustang over to second base. Smart to get the lead runner in this situation. Keep the force in play. And keep a runner away from scoring position when you have a guy like Zach Cold Snow up to bat.
If I've said it once, I've said 100 times, Mustang just plays a good defensive first base.
Can't make fun of him in that category.
No, absolutely not. Kaufman looking over at Bailey. First, now coming home to Cold Snow, and that's in there for a strike. Cold Snow thus far. Struck out looking, grounded into a fielder's choice. Oh, 1. Just missing, 1-1. Cold Snow hitting 176, 263 on base percentage. Pair of home runs, both those coming against the Steamers. 6 RBIs, I believe all those also have come against the Steamers. Takes a breaking ball in there. It's 1-2.
Cold Snow has seen some pretty elite pitches tonight. Gibson showing his best stuff, and now Kaufman with a backdoor curveball that was fantastic right there.
1-2. Swing. Foul tip into the glove. He is struck out. That will do it for the top of the 6th. Steamers holding on to a 4-0 lead. We head to the bottom half here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Clams leading the Knights 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Coming to bat now. Before we get to that and the pitching change for the Knights, is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discounted baseball camp, and an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players. You can visit edentonsteamers.com and download a registration form today. On the mound now for the Knights, Dalton Barham from Norfolk State. 6th appearance of the summer. So far, 7 1/3. 1 start, 0-1. Also has a save, an 8.59 earned run average, and Josh Pernetti will welcome him to the game. First pitch in the dirt, 1-0. Ray Dunn, Adam Fine with you. Sweet. Bottom half of the 6th inning of what's scheduled to be 14. As Pernetti cuts and misses that one. 1-1. And this doubleheader, mentioned last half inning, games 9 and 10 against the Greenbrier Knights this season. It's not quite close to being over either in this season series. 5-3 so far this season against Greenbrier. Team went 8-2 against Greenbrier last season. 2-1.
It's a pretty solid showing against Greenbrier last season, as it was for every team. Steamers were pretty good last year. Well, I wonder why. They had Jake Rice, now Arizona Diamondback organization, and Josiah Seitler, who's looking to hear his name called tomorrow.
Yes, well, rooting for Josiah. Doesn't even begin to mention the incredible season Houston Wright had. He's back at home rehabbing now and coaching some baseball. Yeah.
Triple Crown winner.
The MVP of the league last season.
Fan favorite.
2-2 to Pernetti. Cut on and missed, and there's one away.
I remember about Houston Wright. He's getting ready to go on deck and have his at-bat. And a little kid, a fan, goes, "Houston, hit a home run." And he goes, "I'll try." Boom, 420 feet over the scoreboard. And I just remember looking at him like, man. Like, yeah, he'll try. Okay, he'll try all right.
He did a pretty good job of trying.
If it was only that easy to just try and hit a
Do
ball
or do
420
not.
feet.
There is no try.
I love the Star Wars reference there, Ray.
Thank you. Appreciate
Big
it.
Star Wars fan over here.
So we might just do a Star Wars theme night, everyone. So if you guys...
I could talk about Star Wars all day.
1-1 a Mustaine, 1-2. A Mustaine had one of the oddest doubles that you'll mark down last time up. Popped one to shallow right field. Right fielder came right on, just landed beyond him. He overran it. As Mustaine tips this one to stay alive. Ends up getting an RBI out of it, brings home Casey Hare, and gave the Steamers their first run of the game. So after that, he is 1 for 2. 2-2 to him now.
And working a nice at-bat here.
Barham winds, kicks, a swing, and a miss. He is struck out. There is 2 away. Back-to-back strikeouts for Barham to start his appearance. Action down in the Steamers bullpen. Makes you think that there's a change coming when they take the field in the top of the 7th inning. Again, the final inning, 7-inning doubleheaders. And we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, 1-3 against the Knights in doubleheader setups thus far. Barnes' first pitch to Bishrod in their first strikeout, 1. Got swept in one doubleheader, split another. So tonight, trying to reverse that right now in good position to do so.
We're off to a good start on evening up that series.
Just so interesting seeing the other games these two squads have played. Steamers yet to lose one on a 9-inning standalone game, 4-0. 1-1, popped into the air. Hong giving it a look down near the dugout. Now coming back and making the catch. And Bishrod is set down. That will do it for the bottom of the 6th inning. When we come back, Steamers trying to put one in the win column here at Historic Hicks Field. We'll be right back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Top of the 7th coming up here from Historic Hicks Field. And before we get to the baseball fans, summer starting, you know what that means. Graduation parties and cookout season. Bill Gardner's Biggs Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, graduation gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Thank you to Bill Gardner and Biggs Cadillac Buick GMC for their support of the Steamers and sponsoring our newest addition to Historic Hicks Field. Sam Duncan's first pitch of the 7th in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Max Lucas up to bat. Now 1-1 to him. Right-hander from Brown University.
And you like to see Alan Brown back behind the dish.
You most certainly do. 2-1, and Alan Brown coming back from a concussion. Alluded to the problems that Steamers catchers have had with head health, I would call it.
How about just health in general for all
Yeah.
the Steamers?
That is true. That was fouled off 2-2, and Bishrod got hit in the head earlier in the game. He's presuming fine, stays in the game, but Case Kermode obviously out for a little while there. They're going to appeal. Does not go. 3-2. But Brown was out with a concussion, cleared today for game action and getting a chance to catch an inning here. 3-2 from Duncan. That one's low, and that will walk Lucas.
Not the start you want, but now you got a chance for a ground ball to get out of it. You get 2 quick outs.
I ate what I would call a brunch with Sam and Jackson back at our host family. Sam Duncan, Jackson hip yesterday before the game was called. And Sam was jazzed to get on the mound. 0-1 there to N.J. Hong. He was just hype to get a chance to pitch. He was gearing up, ready to go.
Yeah, Sam Duncan, I talked to him before the game. He knew he was pitching tonight, but he wanted to go in the first game. He says all that time just kind of sitting around, it starts to get a little stiff, and to be able to go in the first game, get it out of the way. is always nice.
So 2 outside, 1 and 2. Duncan's 1-2. Hong not so sure about it. Ends up check swinging it and fouled it off.
Check swing or sword or slow swing.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. Even Hong can laugh a little bit about that swing.
One, 2. In there for a called third strike, and there's one away.
And Hong knew it. Took immediately as the ball hit the mitt of Alan Brown, Hong took a step back into the dugout. Sam Duncan figuring it out after the first batter that he walked.
Duncan's first pitch to Miles Webb in the dirt, swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Miles Webb so far has popped out foul to the catcher in the third and singled in the fifth. 1 for 2. We didn't get to this when Duncan came in, but we'll get you to it now. For him, it's his 10th appearance of the summer. First Steamer pitcher to double digits. This one bounces in. He's gone 7 2/3, a 1-0 record, an 8.22 ERA, a 16.43 a strikeout through 9. And again, we say it every time he's come in recently because that ERA doesn't really accurately depict how reliable he's been as of late. 1-1, upstairs 2-1. Tough start to the season, but since then he has been called upon in big situations by Marshall McDonald. Freshman from Brown. This one flied, right field. Hunter Cole makes the catch, and there are 2 away.
Well, as for 1 out away, going back to what you said, Sam Duncan, very mature for a freshman and very reliable as a freshman. Usually some freshman arms have trouble throwing strikes or with composure, and Sam Duncan is the opposite of that stereotype towards freshman arms here in Edenton.
He has the Knights down to their final out. Zach Will up to bat. Pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Gibson, 4 innings, allowed just 1 hit, a pair of walks. Struck out 6. Good start for him as Will cuts through that one. 0-2, a ball low. Kaufman came in, 2 innings of relief, just 1 hit, struck out 1. And now Duncan has the Steamers 1 strike away from winning game 1. Runner goes, throw down from Brown, bouncing off of Hare, and that will put Lucas on at second.
Weird steal attempt there, I'd say. That run means nothing in the grand scheme of things. Being down 4.
A lot of confidence that that type of situation was going to play out where there wouldn't be a lot of mind paid to him. 1-2, swing and a miss. Will is struck out. The Steamers win game 1 of this doubleheader 4-0. Sam Duncan closed the door with a pair of strikeouts in the 7th. In this game, Steamers got on the board in a strange way. Jacob Mustaine flying one to shallow right field, lands over the right fielder's head, brings home the first run, and then an inning later, Case Kermode, a 3-run home run. That represents all of the offense for the Clams this evening. Adam, tell me what you saw out of this one.
Well, just like I said earlier, it was that one mistake from Taylor that ended up being the gut punch and the finishing punch for the Steamers to win this, their first shutout, real shutout of the year. As I know, we said the one at Peninsula was, kind of a shutout, but this is our first real one. So I don't know if the pitchers might have earned another round of batting practice.
Sign me up to be there and watch that one. I'll have a much better bet on who won. And we'll tease that trivia question again for Game 2. Game 2 is on a different stream. You'll have to move across the channel. We'll go live with that about 20 to 25 minutes, about a half hour between games here. Again, the Steamers winning this one 4-0 at historic Hicks Field. The first of a pair of games tonight against the Greenbrier Knights. The win moves the team to 14-9, 8-6 in the Premier Collegiate League Eastern Division, drops the Knights to 8-17, 6-15 in the division. For Adam Fine, I'm Ray Dunn. Go get yourself a cold beverage, grab a snack, because we got more baseball on the way later on this channel. We hope to talk to you then. From historic Hicksfield,